Hey Aquarius, welcome to your October 2017 Astro Update. It's Rena here. So Aquarius, there's a lot of activity in your 9th house of the higher mind and your 10th house of career. So this is exciting in the sense that if you're doing a lot of kind of soul searching and deciding what matters to you, which I would file under the 9th house, that helps you to decide which direction you're going to in terms of your career. The month begins with a full moon in Aries, and that is your 3rd house of communications, okay? It's been interesting because you've already had Uranus, your ruler, transiting through this house for years now. And Uranus is this planet that anything can happen. And maybe for some of you, it kind of played out that way if you met somebody online in a random sort of way, and now you're a full-blown couple. But maybe for some people, they were talking to somebody online and they decide to call it quits or what have you. Perhaps it could be something along the lines of you're constructing a website and it's finished and now you're ready to launch your business. There are many possibilities. The 3rd house can be public speaking and training. So you may be finished with a certification that you needed for something. I definitely feel that if you're in academia, work at the university level for teaching, this could be particularly fortunate this month because of that 9th house activity. And the 9th house can be like university level education. And with the career tying into it, that's what made me think that way. Also foreign travel, and you may even be traveling for your work. So on the same day as that full moon, we have Venus-Mars conjunction in your 8th house. Now, the one thing I didn't say about the 3rd house is that it can also deal with siblings and extended family members. It is possible that if you have some kind of disagreement that you may just say, okay, that's it. I'm done talking to these people. You can't talk to them. They will not listen. And you're closing the door on them with that full moon. And then you have this Venus-Mars conjunction in the house that deals with other people's money. So if there's some kind of an inheritance issue, I've been getting this for different signs for different reasons, but for whatever reason, I keep getting inheritance. So the reason I say this is Venus, it can be money, and in the 8th house, it can be other people's money. Mars is sometimes that sense of it's our drive, it's our passion, and our activity, and the direction we're going in. When you have a conjunction, and they think of it in a romantic sense, it's that you could call it love and lust, I guess, but I call it the physical passion and the romantic passion, Mars and Venus. And in the 8th house, it can manifest as something other than romance. It could be something related to receiving some money, and maybe you had to kind of fight a little bit for it. So the thing about it is that if this is a romantic situation, it could be consummating a relationship or taking it to a deeper level. Maybe you were having, I'm going to flip the script a little bit. Maybe you were having a casual sexual relationship with somebody and you realize that it's really love, and that's taking it deeper. Or it could just simply be that you were in I think I would characterize it along those lines. If you're in a relationship with somebody and it wasn't, maybe it was platonic or something like that, and you find out it's true love, and you're really like connecting with them at a soul level. I think that one can be about like soulmates, in that 8th house. And Jupiter is changing signs. On the 10th of the month, Jupiter goes into Scorpio. So Jupiter has been in that 9th house for the last year. And maybe for some Aquarians, that has expanded your horizons in regards to your spiritual beliefs or your philosophical framework, your educational pursuits or career, if you're working at the university. And this is like going to be directly in your career sector, expanding that. This will be until November of 2018. So you have 13 months of Jupiter's protection and luck coming your way in your career sector. Mercury will be joining Jupiter there on the 17th. Now, with Mercury having been in the 9th house, Mercury could be like you really thinking, what is it that I feel is the right thing to do based on my ethics, based on my way of seeing the world? How can I do this? And how can I parlay this into a career and then doing it that way? And the thing that is important about that is not just about your sense of what is right livelihood. That's what the Buddhists call it. When you're working and doing things that you feel are for the benefit of other people and not going to harm them. But also in terms of your highest self. What does that part of you want you to do? Because we're always changing and we're always shifting our goals and our preferences. And because you're a fixed sign, you may feel like, okay, I chose this path. I have to just ride it out to the end of time. And you don't. You can shift course. You may feel weird doing it, but you can do it. And sometimes it's essential. Sometimes there's a need to reevaluate. And I think that's what Mercury in the 9th house is all about. So there's going to be a new moon in your 9th house on the 19th. And that is a new beginning in that spiritual area, the area with higher learning. The 9th house is also foreign travel. So maybe some opportunities open up for you if that's what you've been going after. And also, this could have something to do with publishing if that's what you're into. Because with that full moon in the 3rd house, you may have been finishing a book that's ready. Maybe at the beginning of the month you're editing it or bringing it to an editor and then you publish it. On the 22nd, there is Mars entering that 9th house. So a lot of 9th house activity for sure. And the sun is in that house for the first 3 weeks of the month and goes into the 10th house on the 23rd. And so you become more serious and concerned with your success at that time. Before that time, you're much more in a happy-go-lucky mood and ready for new adventures. But then you kind of buckle down at the end of the month. But all in all, I think this is wonderful for your careers, also your spiritual life, because I would say like the 9th house, it could be anything related to your spiritual path, whether you're, and who knows, maybe those two things are combined. For some of you, you're a very intuitive sign, Aquarius, and it's, it wouldn't surprise me if some of you are involved with alternative healing practices like energy healing, Reiki, shamanic healing, and things of that nature. That may be what you're all about. And so the 9th house, could you be, the different modalities that connect to also philosophical beliefs, spiritual beliefs. They're not apart from that. And that's the important thing about energy healing, is that it's, there's a chakra system, and there are energy, these main places that the energy can, the different chakras where the energy is manifested in different ways. And when things go out of balance, they can show up as physical symptoms as well, but they can affect you in, psychologically in many different ways. And there's always a spiritual component, because we're not just physical beings. That's the whole point of the energy healing. It's not about a specific dogma, a religious sect, but just about the idea that we have a physical body, but we also have unseen energy centers that really do have a major impact on us. So whatever it is that you're into, this is a month that you will be exploring that. And it just seems very, very good for your success career-wise as well. So, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you'd like a private reading, my natal chart interpretations, I'm promoting those. But I have other types of readings as well. Please click on the link below. Otherwise, have an awesome October. Bye.